Hey everybody, it's Chris here. I know everybody's been wondering why I probably haven't been posting a lot about the 4Runner, and for everybody that doesn't know, I no longer have the 4Runner, and I know it seems very soon, everything that's been unfolding, and as it's going, it seems like I won't be able to get it back. The purpose of this video though is I want to be able to put it out there to be able to help everybody who may be in the situation that I'm in kind of get through it, or be able to prevent anybody from making those mistakes. And so don't think that I'm making this video so that I can make people feel bad for me. This is not what this is about, and I don't need anybody to feel bad for me at all. I'm actually quite happy a lot of this is going on, and I'll get into that why. So first things first, getting rid of that Tacoma was probably the big mistake in which I shouldn't have done. I would say one great contributing factor, so since I do have ADHD, what comes with it is making very impulsive decisions. So part of that decision was when I went over to Bryan College Station to Toyota and I test drove a 4Runner. You know, I fell in love with it. You know, the size, the inside, that, you know, just knowing you can take it out on a road trip and sleep inside if you need to. And I had the intentions of doing that because my fiance and I wanted to take a trip this year in 2024 to the Four Corners. And so, you know, I was thinking like, well, I might as well try to get a 4Runner, that way we can even make content out of it. And this is crazy. So before even getting the 4Runner, I had no intention really of like making videos about the Tacoma, which I'm kind of sad about, because like I wish I could have been making a lot of content with the Tacoma, and I felt like that would have gotten me into keeping it. But instead I thought, oh, if I get this new vehicle that I've never had before, it would be pretty exciting to be able to show everybody like all the things that you can do with it. And as far as driving vehicles, I'm the type of person who wants to test vehicles to their limit, as I like to test myself to the absolute limit. And by making this decision, this has really put me in a position to see how much I can really withstand, and I can tell you guys it's been really difficult. So yeah, I pulled the trigger on getting a 4Runner despite having such a high payment. And it's crazy because in the moment that I was sitting there deciding, like, do I want to take on such a high payment? If you guys want to know, of course, it was around $822 a month for a 4Runner. And you guys are going to be commenting right now like, you're stupid, you're dumb. Trust me. I know all the negative things you want to say about me. I know. And that's what this is about. This is about learning, and that's exactly what I've done. But it's actually developed me into something a lot more. And this is why I actually appreciate, even though it was a big mistake, I feel like it's really transformed me into like being motivated endlessly on top of everything else outside of losing a vehicle. But yeah, there's a lot I want to talk to you guys about. I gotta explain to you guys how it went. So it was taken away in February, so I've been without a vehicle for at least a month already. And that moment I woke up, I was already heading out the door to go to work, and just seeing that the 4Runner wasn't there was, as you can imagine, pretty gut-wrenching. And like, I just, you know, it was such a big gulp moment, because I knew I had to walk back into the house and tell my fiance, you know, that I lost the 4Runner. You know, it just felt like, damn, like, I can't believe this actually happened to me. And it sucks because it shouldn't have to happen to anybody. But upon this, like I said, so back to when I was deciding on getting that 4Runner, in that moment, there was a little voice, there was something telling me, and even when I was signing on the digital paper or contract at Toyota, something inside was telling me like this isn't right, and yet I was still going through it. And I guess a part of it has to do with like not wanting to back out in the moment because you'll look stupid or it'll be embarrassing, which it shouldn't even matter at that point. Like Toyota, at least here in Bryan College Station, I know they're getting a lot of business, so me walking away would probably have been better in the end anyway. That way I would have kept the Tacoma and I would have been a lot more happier right now with making content and ultimately keeping the truck that I should have had forever. But it's crazy even talking about it, like kind of gets me that feeling. But so what it was like losing the 4Runner, or in general just not having a vehicle to go to work, I was actually very depressed, and it really tested myself as a person, mentally and spiritually. And I say spiritually because it really felt very soul destroying, you know, just like like I said, soul destroying. I completely lost my confidence in life. I felt like I had no purpose here anymore. I didn't even want to be alive anymore. Obviously, these are just a lot of the thoughts that we're going through, like the first couple weeks of having to deal with it. And I want to say props to my fiance, Karina, because she was able to adapt to it really quick as to knowing, okay, like I'm gonna drop her off at work. From there, I go to work. Luckily, I'm in a position where I'm able to get out at a particular time, even after having to drive out for an hour, come back in for work. Not using our personal vehicle, but the work vehicle, and then having to pick her up. So everything's been working out just okay with us having to share one car. So I guess that's why it's been a lot easier to cope regardless of the terrible situation. So yeah, I have no car or vehicle. I am currently trying to get at least another truck in the meantime, because there's a lot of things that are going on for her and I right now, as far as not knowing whether we're going to be staying here in College Station, we're going to be moving back to our hometown in El Paso, or moving to Austin. Everything just depends on what happens. So I want to be able to share this with you guys, because this is kind of be like my little movie as far as my hero's journey and how far I fall, and to show you guys that this is about my lowest point in life. I've reached other lows as far as, you know, financially wise, where I've been in the negatives, and that's when I was working at my first job at Cinemark. And you know, so I've already been through some rough patches in life, and so this was just another level that I just hope anybody who is going through it, seriously, you just have to stay strong. Like, I know it's hard, and I want to tell you guys that yes, as I was depressed, like I wasn't sitting around hating my life. Like, I still had things to do. I still had to go to work. I was not gonna quit work in that moment. You think like, damn, look, am I even gonna go to work? But I already had in mind, if I needed to, I'm gonna bike over there, and it would be about an hour biking to where I needed to go. And it's about 15-20 minutes driving. But regardless, I knew I had to go to work, and I still had to work on myself as far as making sure that I'm in physical shape, which means I still got to do my push-ups and my little workouts that I do here at home, or go to the gym. And so, like I said, I was able to work through it. I wasn't sitting around moping or crying about it. I was just really feeling like like the world had almost given up on me as well, because it's like regardless of all the great things that I have done for like other people and just being myself and helping other people in every way that I can, and you almost felt kind of hopeless because you're like, I was just sitting there like, can I ask for help? And obviously you can and you should reach out to people. If people can help you, that's great. If not, that's okay. But yeah, you just felt kind of hopeless because you felt like there's so many things that I want to do for everybody in the world, not just myself and my family and my future kids. But this was just something that, like I said, although extremely negative, it actually turned out to be such a character development moment for myself. I should have been a lot more appreciative of knowing I have one of the most reliable vehicles that I can use to go to work, and I got rid of it, and I shouldn't have. For anybody that's wondering, okay, so you're watching this video and I'm kind of talking all over the place. That's kind of how my mind is in a way. But you just gotta bear with me. This is just kind of how it is. One of the things that helped me get through such a stressful time, because, you know, I'm thinking about so many negative things and really putting myself down and questioning whether I wanted to continue being here on earth or anything. So I was just chewing a lot of gum, which has helped me a lot in many situations. But for this one, I will tell you guys, I chew a lot of Orbit. It doesn't specifically help you for stress, Orbit gum, but I highly recommend you chewing this one, aside from its beneficial part of making it feel like, you know, you just brush your teeth. And I emphasize this a lot on like other videos because it really feels so good. Like, it's freaking gum and it's sugar free, so it doesn't feel like you're chewing on something that's so like sugary. It's like perfect. But anyway, so chewing the gum helped me, you know, it helped me keep my thoughts together, and it kind of helped me focus a lot more and just keep my mind straight. And if you guys haven't chewed gum or tried it whenever you guys are feeling so anxious or stressful, trust me, it really does help. I have to tell you guys too why I did not quit life or anything in general. There is so much that I want to accomplish. I know my purpose in life is really to help so many people in many ways that others would really not expect. And it, apart from that, is doing like all the little things for people. Every time my fiance and I go out to eat, or, you know, somebody takes care of us, or there's a service that they do for us, like, I want to be able to tip so many people. And it's not just about giving money to people, it's really the fact that I appreciate the work other people do. I want to be able to help people realize that there are people that care out there in the world. And I'm going to be doing a lot more talking videos like these to be able to help other people. But I know one of the videos I want to do in the future is talking about what it was like working at the jail, because some of the things that I've kind of learned from there too also help me learn about the ins and outs and what people probably think of like officers. But anyway, that's for another topic. So I just want to say thanks to my fiance and my family for doing whatever they can to trying to help me out. But let's just see how we make it out of this. But like I said, I have a huge purpose in life. I have endless motivation, knowing that I have to succeed in this life no matter what, because I have things that I want in life, such as my GTR. I want to be there for my kids, to be able to help other people for both mentally and physically. I have a great physical ability, and I want to be able to help other people unlock their potential. And you know, as hard as life gets, I just don't want anybody to quit. I know it's seriously so easy to just be like, you know what, I'm out this life, I'm gonna go check out. And I'm sorry for anybody who has lost a friend to it. I know it's a really sensitive topic, and so like I said, I just want to share with you guys what my thoughts are going through. And you guys would think, like, why would somebody like me even, you know, just quit like that? But I know I can't quit. and I won't. That's all I gotta say for today's video as far as losing that 4Runner. I gotta show y'all, so I have many ideas as to all the things that I want to do as far as content, either myself or my fiance. Here is a whole list of ideas that I have, and the list just keeps going and going and going and going. I have an important purpose here in life, and that main purpose is to show other people that somebody out there still cares. So that's one of the things that I've been most appreciative about taking this very difficult challenge of losing a vehicle, and it's developed me into the person that I need to become in order to stay humble forever. And these are the challenges that I need to go through. Of course, with it being a dumb mistake that could have been prevented, regardless, it teaches me to not be able to do something like that again, and to just buy a vehicle full in cash. So if you guys are struggling out there mentally, trust me, please, you guys are not alone. And just turn to working out. Keep yourself busy. One thing that I did to also kind of get myself through it is, every morning, whenever it is you guys decide to work out, or if you're feeling so low, I was on Spotify and just listening to motivational speeches. If you're somebody like me who doesn't really have any, guy friends or anybody that you really know in a town that you're not really from or you're new to, you guys can just listen to motivational speeches either on YouTube or Spotify. It could be somebody, for me, example, was listening to Arnold Schwarzenegger, Denzel Washington, any of your favorite actors, favorite sports players, favorite athletes, I should say. Anybody that you guys look up to, just, watch some motivational speeches. Just about anything and everything that you guys can think of. Telling you, just try it out, and it's gonna help you just lift your spirits up, aside from listening to music, because it just takes you on a whole different level of doing things. That's all I got to talk to you guys about on this video. I got many videos, countless videos of things that I want to do. Today is, in fact, March 17th. And so, with that said, I love all of you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. And thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Hey guys, I know I wrapped up the video already, and I just remembered kind of over compromising myself for no reason. Although right now I don't need a bigger vehicle. I should have kept the Tacoma. It's a lesson learned, but regardless, thanks again, and love you guys. Take care. Say bye, Huey.